All right, so this is installment number 3 of the production and hit odds. And today we're going to take a look at Bowman Sterling. 2022 Bowman Sterling with its 5 autos per box. Sounds pretty good. Let's check it out and see what else you can pull out of this box just besides 5 base autos. Let's go. Alright, so here we go. Bowman Sterling. 2022 variety. We want to know how much they produced. That's kind of important because you want to know how rare these base cards are. If you get a base Julio rookie card, that's worth holding on to. Is it worth trying to get it graded? Is it worth trying to go after a parallel? Also, what are the hit odds outside the base auto? Because we know we're getting 5 base autos. That's easy. That's written on the side of the box. But what are the parallels? What are the rookie autos? The opportunity for those? Because that's where the Julio is. That's where the Bobby Witt is. They're not in the prospect side. And we'll talk about that in just a second with those. And so what we're looking at here is a 100 card base set. 50 prospects, 50 rookies. No vets in the base part. It's Bowman. It makes sense. It's kind of like a first edition. That's what they always do in the first edition. They don't have any vets. We will see some vets in the autograph section, though. So there are rookies and prospects only in the set, like I mentioned, with the parallels of all the base cards. So you can get all these different colors. They have a new one this year, rose gold. And then also all the autos of those rookies and prospects. Rookies are tougher pulls when you start talking about autographs compared to just the base cards. One insert card this year, it's the tech card. They brought that for us to look at and collect. Parallels and autos of that as well. Actually, even the base cards are parallels to 99. Again, tougher pulls. There's 3 main varieties outside of the insert. So the rookies, the prospects, we already mentioned, and the signage. Signage is going to be vets and prospects. Tougher pulls, but this is where you're going to find that Mike Trout auto that you're looking for. Or Shohei, or Pujols. Mr. Ohtani is going to be over here. What's in a master box, though? So you're going to get 5 mini boxes, look like little steaks individually wrapped. And on each one of those is going to contain 1 auto and 5 other cards. Now we're going to see that pretty much those are base cards because the tech cards are like in 10% of the packs-ish boxes or less. But we're looking for some parallels of these autos. We're looking for autos of good players. We're also looking for all the other different parallels that you can get throughout all the boxes. So let's take a look at the odds on the back of the box. This is from one of the mini boxes. What I want you to do is kind of look right here, see if I can, whoops, go back. See if I can get it to show. Yep, I can get it to show. So here's your Sterling signage autographs. Okay, this is the one I was talking about, 1 in 46 boxes. So out of 10 hobby boxes, you're going to get 1 of these, maybe 2, okay? Then this is what I'm interested in. Super Fractor and the Red Fractor. So the Red Fractor, I guess, is to 1 as well, but since they are numbered the same. Super Fractor is 1 in 4,500. Divide that by 5, that's under 1,000 boxes to get a Super Fractor of the signage. That's pretty cool. So let's look at the numbers. And you can go through those numbers on the back and get really excited about this product. Because it's always a good product. It always is. Let's look at the back and kind of go through, look at those numbers, and go through a calculation real quick, just for those that haven't seen it. So we're going to look at the magenta. Magenta is 1 in 19 packs or mini boxes. We're just going to use those interchangeably. Then how many cards are in the set? There's 100, so there's 100 parallels of each person. So what is the magenta's number to? That's good to know. So how many of each one of those people are there? There's 75 in the magenta, so there's 75, and we're going to multiply that times 100. and that gives us 7,500 magenta parallels total. Okay, and that means in 1 in 19 packs, it would take to open and get all of them over 142,000 packs. Not too shabby, especially when you start looking at stuff out of Series 1, 2, and Update. So that's just, you see all the multiplication there. So if you have 5 mini boxes per master box, which we do, that means that 28,500 boxes to get all of the magenta parallels. That also tells us that that is the production calculation based from the magenta odds. So there's 28,500 hobby boxes, completely total. I don't remember how many is in a case, but that's not many, truthfully. That's not many at all. You see people ripping 4 of these and say there's 1,000 breakers. It's not going to take long to go through all of these. So truthfully, at the end, probably why these hold such good value in the hobby arena when you're holding the wax is because there's not that many of them. So let's look at all the statistics for all the different parallels and the autos and what. So you see the prospect autos, it's blanked out. There's really no odds you're going to get those in every one. Plus you'd have to back calculate because there's not numbered. So this is using all those odds to figure out what the production is based on those odds. And you can see on the left-hand column, it's pretty consistent. Getting to the prospects, and they're now 30,000s instead of 28 and 28-ish. But I'm okay with that. That's less than 10% error. So when you get over into this other column, then things get a little squirrely. The rookie autos, tops, I don't believe you. You're saying that there was only 13,000 of these produced. I just don't believe it. I think your odds are wrong on the rookie autos and all the other stuff that contained inside of that. Sterling autos is longer odds. It's saying that there's over 36,000 produced, and you remember we looked at that and we were happy with superfractor odds. It was 1 in 900 boxes. But I don't think that's correct either. I think you're looking at more of the 28,000. You can see at the bottom right-hand corner, 28,000 boxes, 140,000 packs or mini boxes. And the standard deviation isn't great, 18%. So that's a plus or minus 18%. In this case, 5,000 boxes or 25,000 packs or the mini boxes. This is not great, but again, if you take out the rookie autos and the signage signatures, or the signage autos, you're going to get that probably closer to about 2,000 on your standard deviation, which is very acceptable at 10%. We'll take that all day. All right, but what does this mean? Okay, now we've calculated all this. We know how many boxes there are. We're saying there's about 28,000 boxes out there, 140,000 mini boxes. All right, if you take one box, one pack, the base cards per pack, because you got to take the auto out, are running about 4.982. Okay, what does that mean? That you have about a 1.8% chance to get an insert, which is the tech inserts. If you multiply that by that 28,000 boxes that we said, you're going to get 700,000 base cards. Divide that by 100. There's only 7,000 of each base card. That makes the Julios fairly rare. I mean, yeah, it's about it's 3.5 times of a gold, but these are nicer cards. These are chromium cards. So, I don't know. To me, Bowman Sterling is a buy. Just off the base cards. All right, but what about those unnumbered autos? Okay, so there's lots and lots of autos in here, right? We have to back calculate from the boxes produced. We know how many boxes produced, and we know what the prospect autos are going to look like. We know the odds on those, okay? And then because we know the odds, we know how many there are, okay? Again, just by calculating math. I'm not going to show all the math in the video. That would get very boring for some of you. For me, not so much. So the prospect autos end up at being 140,000 prospect autos. That's a lot. But if you divide that by the number of in the set, that gives you 2,000 of each. So basically they're numbered to 2,268, every one of them. They just don't print it on there. That's pretty good. What about the rookie autos? Well, there's 4,400 pretty much. And it looks like there was whatever that is to give you 400. 11? I think there's 11 of them. There's not many of those. So they're numbered to 400. So you're talking, if you get any auto, doesn't even have to be a parallel, of the rookies, it's going to basically be to 400. Just let that sit in your head of compared to an auto, a base auto out of series, update series. That's pretty good. So let's go over to the hit odds now. What do you really want? Okay, we open any box and we want the numbered parallels, the numbered autos, the rookie autos, the short prints, case hits, etc. Now some of those aren't in this. We don't have short prints, we don't have case hits. We do have the tech inserts and all of that. Tops gives us all the odds that we need on the back of the box. We do a little statistical addition to find out the pack and the box odds for hits. Sounds easy, and truthfully it is. So we'll kind of show you everything. So this is straight off the back of the box. Basically, it says it's 1 and 19. We said for a magenta, you divide 1 by 19, you get 0.05263. And think of these as percentages, okay? Think of these as the refractors are, you're going to get in a pack, 14% of the packs you're going to open is going to get a refractor parallel. Magentas are going to come out 5% of the time. Now, multiply that out, now you get 5 chances of that, so you just multiply it like you normally would. You're going to get 70% of the time in any box you're going to get a refractor. Half the time you're going to get mini diamond. Magenta is 25% of the time, and as you can see, you kind of go down the list. Go over here and look at the rookie autos. 15.6% of the time you're going to pull a rookie auto out of a box. Not too bad, really. Now you get down here in the superfractor and you're like, oh man, I have a better chance of winning the lottery. Actually you don't. You're almost at 0.1%, which is not that awful. Okay, the super signage, or the Sterling signage autos are even better. You're talking a 0.1% to pull the superfractor. That's pretty good. Now there is more Sterling signage than there are the rookie autos, so that's where you're getting better odds. And then you start looking at the dual autos and everything, and you're talking 1% chance. But then the tech autos, you're seeing those at a 2.5 to 3% chance. Not bad. Actually, you probably have a better chance of getting one of those than you do the inserts. Not really. It's 9% on the inserts, but pretty good odds. So then you look down at the bottom here. Those are the numbers we're looking at. I think it's on the next page too. Maybe it's not. Maybe I should do that in the future so you can see these a little better. So let's focus down here in the bottom right hand corner. Right here. Right down here. So your parallel odds. So in a box, we're looking at boxes and not packs because you usually buy it in a box. You can buy these on the internet in packs. I don't know if I'd do it because the weighing factor. I would assume that some of these packs are going to weigh more than others when they have the thicker cards in there. But for a parallel, you're going to get 2.3 parallels per master box. Not bad, especially with this condensed look that Sterling has. Parallel autos, 1.8 per box, per master box. So you're going to get 1, probably 2. If you don't get 2, you're probably going to get something else. So the hits per box on top of your autos are going to be 4.2. That's pretty good. So you're looking at, okay, I'm going to get 5 autos. Now one of those autos might, or maybe 2 of those autos are going to be the parallels, which are bumped it up. But then I'm going to get 2 or more numbered parallels out of 30 cards. Now granted, yes, it's about $10 per card is what it averages out because they're running about $300 per box. So let's look at all this in general. 300 to 320 per box. Probably not something you want to run out and grab, but getting in a break, getting after the teams you want, the Julios, the Bobby Witts, the Torques, the CJ Abrams, all the Quan, Hunter Green, all those guys getting in on the Bowman Sterling, you're going to probably get a base card or two, which are fairly valuable. We already looked, there's only 7,000 of them per base card. And then all the other stuff that you can get. Now realize, like I said, the whole thing is this is based off the pack odds, how correct or incorrect they are. We saw some inconsistencies with that to begin with, but to me, this is a buy. I'm going to try to get some more of these in the breaks. It's just a buy. They're just good opportunities to pull some massive stuff, and we pulled a black atomic in the 2-boxer that we did, along with some other nice stuff. These are awesome. So giving it that they're sound investments with some risk with this because of the $300 price range, because of if you get in a break, there's only 30 cards per box, 60 cards in a 2-boxer. Say you go 4, which is going to be more expensive. Now there's only 120 cards. That makes it kind of rough, but the opportunity and potential here is huge. So I'm going to give it a 7 out of 10. Let me know what you think about this. We've done a few of these now, trying to improve them, get better. Like, subscribe, hit that notification bell so you'll know when we produce more of this stuff, and you'll get to know when the breaks are coming out too. We do football and baseball breaks on the channel, Wednesdays and Saturdays, sometimes Mondays. We also have a Facebook. It's up there in the top right hand corner of the screen, ABB's Bomb Squad Sports Cards. Real long name, fun group, lots of stuff posted there, just community postings, buy sell trade group, and then also break information, whether it's on a Facebook break or it's via eBay. We all post it on there so everybody knows. They don't have to go hunting to see what's coming on. But again, leave me a comment. Tell me what you think. Do you like Bowman Sterling this year? I like it a lot. I just need to get more of it in circulation. So thank you as always. Be kind, be nice to those around you, and peace out.